All right, so welcome back, everybody. We are diving deep again today, and this time it's all about ground transportation in manufacturing supply chains.
You got it. We see a lot of companies struggling with
Oh,
this.
yeah. I mean, everyone thinks about the fancy tech and automation, but at the end of the day, got to move those physical goods.
Exactly. And that's where things get, well, messy for a lot of folks.
Totally. And that's why we are going to use a real-world case study here to show how D.W. Morgan tackles these challenges a little differently.
And hopefully a lot better.
You got it. So this particular story involves a Fortune 100 tech manufacturer out in the western U.S.
Yeah, big name, facing some pretty classic transportation headaches.
So paint us a picture. What were they dealing with? What was the problem they came to you with?
Well, they're using a bunch of different LTL carriers.
For those who might not know, LTL.
Less than truckload.
Yep.
So shipments that don't fill a whole truck.
Right. Which, for a lot of manufacturers, is pretty common.
Exactly. And the problem was they had all these different carriers, but their movements weren't really coordinated. Sometimes goods were going on these roundabout routes. It was all based on what was easiest for the carrier, not necessarily the client.
Sounds like a recipe for inefficiency right there.
Oh, for sure. And that's where our approach comes in. So we started with data. Lots and lots of data.
You guys are always talking about data. But what kind of data are we talking about here? And how'd you use it to make things better for this client?
Okay, so for this tech manufacturer, we looked at their origin points, their destinations, how often they ship stuff, volume, you name it.
Wow, that's a lot of data crunching. But I guess that's how you find those hidden patterns, right? The stuff you wouldn't see just glancing at a spreadsheet.
Precisely. And that depth of analysis lets us move beyond just reacting to each individual shipment.
Okay, so you're not just like, oh, we need a truck here, let's call somebody.
Right. Instead, we're designing a solution, building an entire network that's optimized from the ground up.
So it sounds like a really tightly integrated system. But how does technology play into all of this? You guys have all those fancy tools.
Yes. Technology is a huge part of it. So our Kronos Cloud platform and our FlexShip tool, they became the brains of this new network. Kronos Cloud uses predictive analytics, so we can actually anticipate potential delays.
And you guys have that global control tower too, right?
That's right. It's like having air traffic control, but for your supply chain. Our team's monitoring everything 24/7, armed with real-time data. They can reroute shipments on the fly, avoiding traffic, weather, whatever might cause a delay.
So all of this sounds great in theory.
First off, they saw 7-figure cost savings in their transportation.
Nice.
Plus, delivery times were significantly faster, some cases up to 20% faster.
Which means lower inventory carrying costs too.
Exactly. Less time in transit means less money tied up in inventory. And the best part, we achieved over 99% on time, exception-free delivery.
Wow, that's almost unheard of in ground transportation.
It is. And we're constantly refining the network, analyzing data, making tweaks, so it only gets better over time.
Amazing what you can do with the right data and approach, huh?
Absolutely. It's not just about moving freight. It's about understanding the entire supply chain and designing a network that truly optimizes it.
I love it.
We're constantly analyzing data, looking for ways to optimize the network even further, and we've even incorporated new types of shipments from the client into this network.
Oh, wow.
Which has led to even more savings.
So it's an ongoing partnership, always looking for ways to do things better.
That's right.
Now, are there situations
where
D.W. Morgan might not be the right fit?
You're right. We don't claim to be a one-size-fits-all solution. We're honest with our clients.
Right.
If we encounter a situation where we can't provide a genuine improvement, we'll be upfront about it.
I appreciate that honesty.
Yeah.
So many companies overpromise and underdeliver. So for our listeners out there, if you're thinking, hey, I want a piece of that, what should they do?
Easy. Just reach out to us. We're happy to discuss your specific challenges and see how D.W. Morgan can help. Our website has tons of info, too. Case studies, white papers, all that good stuff.
Awesome. Definitely worth checking out. This whole case study really shows that the future of ground transportation isn't just about bigger trucks or faster routes. It's about these smarter networks, you know, driven by data and a real commitment to efficiency.
I couldn't agree more.
Food for thought for all you supply chain folks out there.
Absolutely.
All right. That's a wrap for today. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, everyone.